How you doing? This is Eric, the director up here at Inspire Fit Resorts up at the beautiful Hotel Park City. Just wanted to chat with everyone today, update my video blog. Today really is about mindset and how a defeatist mindset can be self-defeating, and how a positive mindset can also change what happens with you. So simply, like, if you perceive something, so like a example would be, let's say you're sitting down eating somewhere, right, and a person walks by. You make notice of them. Nothing really happens with your body, it doesn't react, you don't get cold sweats or get nervous or anxious. But let's say your third grade teacher comes by who used to give you detention and extra homework all the time. You know, those immediate feelings and thoughts of anxiety cause chemical and hormonal responses in your body to increase heart rate, to sweat a little, to get jittery and anxious, right? To a little bit of that, almost that fight or flight symptom. So mindset has a lot to do with how effective things are for you, okay? And there's been a lot of articles lately that have literally tied all this to, brought this to the forehead, I guess I should say. But I'm going to try and tie some of this together. So, like, a real simple one, a great person that I like to refer to is actually Dr. Marcola. But he has an article on here that talks about can being sleep deprived actually kill you early. So in this article, though, it goes on to talk about how people, when they go through their natural circadian rhythm, have a tendency to just, you do wake up about 4 hours into the period, 3.5 to 4 hours, and then you naturally fall asleep. But for those who struggle with falling asleep, what they'll literally do is, because they're so anxious over the fact that they're going to wake, when they start to come to consciousness like everyone else does who gets a good night's rest, they literally, in the forefront of their mind, they're holding that, so they become aware of the fact that they're becoming more conscious. Where everyone else goes through this cycle and naturally falls back into a deep sleep, they would become completely awake. So going to bed with that anxiety over, I'm going to wake up, I'm not going to have a good night's sleep, literally causes you to have, or to not have a good night's sleep. Like another easy one is an article I got out of the Huffington Post, and this was actually referred to from Deepak Chopra, the kind of the yoga and mental wellness guru. And this article goes on to talk about, the name of it he has on here, I Will Not Be Pleased, Your Health and the Nocebo Effect. This article is actually a really brief one, but it's great. It goes on to talk about how the placebo effect, a phenomenon in the medical and health industry for years, has affected studies and trials of different drugs and vaccines and medications, right? Because one person receives the actual pill, another person receives a sugar pill, and they both have the same effects. And they're like, how is that possible? Well, this deals with this placebo effect, which is actually healthier for your body, and they prefer to have happen, right? Because that means your body's own immune system kicked in and helped to alleviate these symptoms and fight whatever you had, which is the healthier way to go about it, versus taking a pill. So you take a pill, it cures you, but your body never learned how to fight it off. So if you get sick again or get anything similar to that, you're just going to get as sick, or if not worse, right? Whereas if your body fights it off because you're taking a sugar pill, next time you get it, who knows, you may not even have any of those same signs and symptoms. But again, this deals with mindset, right? That mental effect, that mental mindset, to where these people feel as if they have the cure, they're taking the cure, and it affects them as such, and allows their body to produce those hormones and chemicals to start counteracting the effects of the virus or the cold or whatever they have. So mindset stays a lot in it. Same is true with exercise. Real simply, if you perceive that something is going to be difficult for you, then it will be, right? If you're afraid of having shortness of breath or muscle cramps and things like that, and this is in the mindset of you, you're going to be more aware of it, right? Just like the example of like an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend who walks into a restaurant. If it was just anyone else, they would just blend into the background. But because it's someone that you have feelings of anxiety tied to, or eustress, maybe you're excited to see them, that causes a different hormonal reaction in your body, because you control that through your mind, being so geared up over it. So same with exercise. If you look at a mountain and you say, okay, I'm going to be walking up a mountain. But if you look at a mountain and say, oh my God, I'm going to walk up this mountain, what happens if I fall over and get hurt? Or what happens if I sprain an ankle? Or what happens if I run short of breath like that one time that happened, right? you're already releasing and producing those hormones that are causing an increase in heart rate, a decrease in the efficiency in the oxygen you're using, because you're counteracting what your body naturally wants to do, right? By putting it in that level of stress to where it's already stressed about just the thought of what you're going to do, to where the actual activity on top of that just is an increase until, it's almost like self-fulfilling prophecy. So, the big thing, the take-home is, what I'd like people to focus on is understanding that you have a lot of control of what occurs to you in your environment, right? We've seen this time and time again on how if someone perceives something as such, that's the way it's going to be. So working on perceiving things in a positive manner is going to be huge. And that should be the same thing for your weight loss goals or your lifestyle changes, whatever you want to do for yourself, right? That's why, again, as I talked before, when you're goal setting and when you're doing these things, start off with small, achievable things that you can gain success from. As you gain success, then you can use these principles, right, to build upon. And all of a sudden, the anxiety associated with those things starts to reduce. And then you're able to control more and more the mental mind aspect, and then therefore the physical aspect. So you actually lose weight, you'll actually enjoy the cardio, you'll actually have a decreased anxiety about these things, right? And all of a sudden, goals and aspirations that you have won't seem so insurmountable. So, what I ask, again, just try and be positive about stuff as best as you can. Surround yourself with a support system that's going to help you and make whatever your goals are, whatever you're trying to achieve, as effective as possible, right? Like-minded people is going to be important for you. And if you don't have those in your life, then go out and seek, search for people who enjoy some of the things that you're trying to get involved with, who can be the one to kind of carry you along until you get to the right state of mind. So anyway, feel free to shoot me any questions, concerns, or any follow-up to this would be great. You can find me up here at the Hotel Park City and Inspire Fit Resorts, or online at IFR Resorts on Twitter, IFR Resorts on Pinterest, Facebook, and then Inspire Fitness or InspireFitResorts.com. So have a great day, and look forward to talking with you tomorrow. Bye.